Hello, beautiful friends. Today I am painting chrysanthemums. And this I actually painted in this fun little swatch book I have, but I wanted to create a card out of it. So for the fall colors, I went with the yellow and the oranges, and I kind of made this one elongated. So I'm going to go ahead and do that today. And I'm using one of my favorite brushes. That is the Filbert. And I'll link a Princeton one down below for you. This one just happens to be my brush. So we'll go ahead and get started. This is a Strathmore card. It's 140 pound cold press. And today I'm typically using my Mylang. This is the Paul Rubens. They also make the Mylang. This is their professional set. I just happen to have, I bought last year. And really, you know, no worries, use the Mylang. The biggest difference is in their professional set, but let me tell you, it's not a huge difference. Is the professional set is has a little bit more light fastness. So I am going to, let me fix something real quick. Okay. There we go. I wanted to brighten it, my lighting up a little bit. It's pretty cloudy here today. Okay, so I'm using my palette here, which has actually some Mylang in it, but I am going to be coming from my professional Paul Rubens. This is their student set. So I'll just give them a little spritz. And so fun. I love the Filbert brush because it's already in the shape of a petal. So I'm going to go into the yellow here, and it's pretty watery. If I was to tilt my palette, it would move around quite easily. Let me just show you. So this is dry, but let me add some water. I've also got a wash and a rinse water, really important for your watercolors. And cad yellow tends to be quite dominant. So see how that is moving around? So I probably got about 50-50 in there. What I'll do for you guys so you can see is I'll go ahead and work out of this little palette. I've already got the Paul Rubens orange in here. This is the cad orange. Again, pretty strong and saturated, which I love. Okay. So I'm going to set that right there, and let's go ahead. So the card, you're seeing the whole entire card, but this is the center fold line. So I'm just going to paint on that side. Pick up my paint, tap, 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 and I'm using my brush on its side and going to be going kind of in these little swirls where I'll apply pressure. Let me show you. And open up that belly and bring it in. Do that again. Because those chrysanthemums, they're quite fluffy. So, and we're going to keep expanding on this just like that. And you've got this like little ball in the center right here. So I'm keeping that in mind. Now I might tap in just a tad bit of orange here. Let that kind of spread. I'm going to take a little bit from my palette here because it's a little stronger as far as the color, a little thicker. And I want to do this before this dries. So now I'm washing, rinsing my brush, tap it off, and I'm going to go back into that yellow again. And let's just create kind of that little ball in the center. So again, I'm using the tip of the brush on its side because look at how wonderfully thin that is. and kind of bringing all of these little lines towards the center like that. And then let's maybe mix a little of that and really create some fluffies here. I want this really big and puffy. Maybe a little bit of that in the background. So I'm just tapping in while it's wet. But no puddles, just damp and glistening. And as it dries, it's going to start spreading less and less. So I've basically got my little flower there. Like that. We could even, let's see if we could even add just a tiny bit in the center here. I'm just kind of dabbing it in like that to kind of create that center. A little bit. Oh, now I turn that more of a golden ochre. That's okay. Okay, I'm going to move on to the stem. I'm still going to use this brush. So let's add some of that green in there. If you're using the Mylang, that's the tree green. If you're using your Paul Rubens, it's their sap green. And you know, use the green that you're kind of drawn to. I tend to be drawn to that tree sap green. And again, using my brush on its side. Just coming out like this. There we go. And I might take a little tiny brush here just to go into that edge with a little bit of a dark green there. There we go. Just adding, thickening up that leaf or stem a little bit. And now we can come out and start those kind of crazy leaves. They're kind of have a lot of little pieces, so I'm just going to do my version of that. Like that, just kind of wiggling around. Leaving a white space in the middle for the interest, just kind of for the vein there. And then I might even add in a little bit of that dark olivey green, or you can use maybe some either olive green or any of your dark greens, whatever you're kind of drawn to. And because it's damp on damp, it's spreading so beautifully, isn't it? Let's do another leaf coming out over here. So I'm going to actually, I don't want to get my dark green in there. Oh, well, let's go for it. And let's just create another leaf here. So it's so nice because if I really wanted to, I could get a nice broad leaf, but I'm using this on its side. And just leaving some white space in between again for that vein. And there we go. We have another pretty cool leaf, I think. So I'll go into that dark green again. And I want to do this while it's wet. And there we go. Isn't that fun? Isn't that pretty? I'm just going to set my Filbert down and use this to go into the center and create a little bit of dark brown in there. So wetting my brush, this is actually, I mean, you could use your 8-round. I think this is mine, and this is, I mean, I know it's mine. It's a 2, I believe. So let's just get a little dark brown over here and go right into the center and create some little areas there. And I'm about done. So this is, like I said, this is a card I'm going to do because I love chrysanthemums. I believe they're either November or December flower, but I just thought they were so fun. You could even play with this with some gold and different colors. Once this is dry, I could go in and add some leaves on top. I mean, I'm sorry, petals on top. And once it's dry, it would just have more of a distinct, crisp line, because when it's dry, it's not going to spread. But I think I'm quite happy with that. And there you go. I hope you give this a try. I will link my products down below. And remember, you are an artist. Just play, have fun, and I will see you all soon. Happy painting.